This isn't gonna work well.
It's fun.
Sometimes he's naughty. Sometimes he's nice. But every time he's Dirt Guy. Hey, welcome to the all-new Dirt Guy Drive Time. It's new, it's improved, it's leaner, it's meaner, it's sexier. No, actually, probably most of that's not true. It's just Dirt Guy Drive Time. It's just my vlog. But I thought I would try a new dramatic opening and see what you guys thought about that. Anyway, hey, welcome to my vlog in the cab of my truck, driving home. And today I'm going to give you your Caltrans COVID message of the day. Wash your hands. Cleanliness stops COVID-19. Boom. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Boy, that's appropriate for what we're going to talk about today, by the way. So listen, we're going to come right out of the chute. And not a whole lot of preamble, although I've already been doing a preamble. Let's move forward. So, you know, I've been talking a whole lot about this. I'm in over my, not a lot, but yesterday, I'm in over my head. I don't know what I'm doing. Kind of feeling a little beat down here and there, but an interesting thing happened last night. Yep. Let me roll back just a little bit. Well, let me roll forward just a little bit. You know, forward and backward. You see, it's new and improved, baby. You don't get that on just any vlog. Forward, backward, forward, backward. You know, on this show, we don't talk about the religion anymore, right? Because all that does is start a big shitstorm, and I'm not willing to go there, frankly. But I got to tell you, without sounding like one of those guys, that I may have been getting a hint, a message from the great cosmos, from God, from that place, okay, that being. And I'm not gonna bemoan that, no, belabor that point. I'm just gonna say, sometimes the stars align and they hit you in the head, and this happened. Now we'll roll backwards, because we went forward, now we're going backwards. Back in time, to the day where look, I can actually run my fingers through my hair now. Oh, I'm so sexy. Roll all the way back to the day that my crew and I decided to send a request into our office that we shut down the job so we don't all get the bug. All right, I'm scared of getting the bug. And we know all the drama that happened there. Well, later on, my big boss, I think we call him King Arthur in my whole storyline. King Arthur called me, and one of the points that he was making is he's telling me that I'm a strong leader. Steve, you're a strong leader. You need to lead those people out there, lead them on, lead the charge. You're a leader. He kept saying that, and he said, "Do you ever see the movie Midway? You ever see the movie Patton?" He goes, and I go, yeah. And he goes, "You're my Patton." You know, what I find interesting is he's going on and on about calling me this great leader, and I don't feel like one, frankly. I feel like a cowering schoolgirl or something. But the two movies he mentioned are in my top 5 World War II movies. All right, Patton and Midway. I've also got In Harm's Way, and well, there's a couple others. But in Midway, Chester Nimitz is talking to Admiral Halsey, who's in a hospital. He's got some kind of a skin thing he's scratching. And Admiral Nimitz, he needs to make a decision, and he's consulting with Halsey to do it. And Admiral Halsey says to Admiral Nimitz, he goes, "Chet, you told me back in the day, when you're in command, command." I've always liked that line. It's like, look, if you're in command, command. Don't worry about it being the right or wrong decision or what other people are going to think. You're in command, just be in command. All right, I've always loved that line, by the way. Then that's from Midway. And then the next movie he talked about was Patton. Yes, another one of my favorite World War II movies. And the thing I love about Patton, at least the George C. Scott version, is that dude was on the front line shooting Germans, man. He was a general, and he was out there with the privates just kicking ass and taking names. Thing is, he was kind of hot-headed, said some things that got him in trouble, you know, because he would just speak his mind. But the reason they kept him around is because of the victories. He kept getting victories. And so they put up with him. He demoted him and promoted him and demoted him. It's kind of like forward and backwards earlier in the broadcast. And those things are germane. So keep in mind, my boss just going on and on about you're a strong leader, you're a leader, you're a leader. And then the Midway and Patton reference, all right? The stars are aligning. Later on, a couple days later, my director calls me. And as part of that discussion, he goes, bro, you are lead superintendent. Lead. You need to lead these guys. At the time I was like, easy for you to say, sir, sitting at home, not worrying about getting the bug, which by the way, he ended up getting the bug, so that's not great news. I'm out here on the front lines getting shot at. Oh wait, just like Patton. So he's calling me a leader. I'm like, I'm not a leader. If I wanted to be a leader, I would still have my own company with people to lead. I want to be led. I just want to show up and do my thing and punch out. All right, let's move over to another movie. Over the weekend, my wife and I, Cindy Brown, the queen of everything, we were watching over 3 nights because I kept falling asleep. We were watching the movie Live Free or Die Hard. There's a scene in that movie where Matt, the kid, is saying to Bruce Willis's character, why can't I remember his character's name? That is really sad right now. I think I'm getting old timer's disease. All right, so anyway, we'll say Matt and him. He says to him, what is his name? McClane. Boom, Officer McClane. So Matt says to McClane, do you like doing this? No, I wish I could be like you. And McClane says, trust me, you don't want to be like me. Guys like me get divorced, kids won't speak to you, you eat a lot of TV dinners at home alone. Nobody wants to be like me. And then Matt says, well, then why are you doing this? He goes, trust me. Matt McClane says, trust me, I don't want to do this, but there's no one else to do this, so we're doing it. And then Matt says to him, that's what makes you that guy. Interesting. We'll get back to that in just a second, but I can relate. So putting all that together, last night I'm sitting there having some brewskis with the wife, and I'm just going on about how I have no idea what's going on in my job. My guys aren't reporting stuff. I don't have answers for anybody. I was very, 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 very frustrated. And she went on this sermonizing tirade, preaching to me about I am a natural born leader. I need to lead these guys. I need to step up to the plate and be a leader. You're a leader when you head a church. You're a leader when you're doing robots. You're a leader in the model railroading community. You're a leader. And the thing is, I told her, I said, I don't want to be a leader. I don't want to lead. I don't want to be responsible for anybody else. I just want to be responsible for me and the terriers, you know? And she says to me, that's what makes you that guy. So let's put all that together, huh? I've got 3 sources who have not just shared notes that I'm aware of, telling me that I'm a born leader. I'm supposed to be a leader. I'm a strong leader, even though I don't feel like one. And then I got the whole, when you're in command, the whole, that's what makes you that guy. And the whole being out there in the front, just kicking ass regardless. So that's what I'm saying. All of that at one time, and the way my brain operates, I said, okay. So last night I went to bed 30 minutes earlier. I drank 2 beers fewer. I got up 30 minutes earlier. Plenty of sleep. Matter of fact, I woke up before my damn alarm went off. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. I went to work formulating a plan. And I rode. That's from a different video. When I got to work, I got my team together, and I initiated some things where they're going to be giving me a daily report on what they're working on, what they've seen, where we're at on the job. Every day, I want it. Period. And I didn't say it like a dick. I just said it, and they're all in agreement. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I told my project engineer, I'm not seeing a whole lot of emails, and since you're not working in the trailer anymore, I need to know what you're working on every day. Do me a favor, send me an email every morning telling me what you did the day before. And they all responded well to that, but because, I don't know, because of that, and I got enough sleep or something, I just start digging into the emails and shit I didn't want to deal with at work. The stuff it's like, oh man, well, I don't want to deal with this. I'll deal with it tomorrow, man. I just start taking command. Next thing I know I'm talking a lot and I'm talking fast, but you got to keep up, baby. You know, you can play this at like 0.75 or 0.5 speed. The good news is you might be able to track all the words I'm saying. Bad news is it'll take a lot longer to watch. Moving forward. So through the course of the day, I am in communication. It's billing time. I'm in communication with our accountant at work, and she is looking to me for answers on financial decisions about the job that are way above a superintendent's pay grade, in my opinion. If I had a company, I wouldn't want a superintendent making these decisions. Like one of them was like $162,000 decision. There was no one to check with, so I said, do this. And she says, okay, I like it, we'll do it. Whoa! My director, he's hurting, man. He lost his voice now. Like I told you, he's got the bug. And he's basically deflecting a lot of things to me, or not deflecting, but assigning me a lot of things to do and asking me to do that are not superintendent things. They're clearly project manager things. And I'm doing them, and I think I'm handling them well enough. And then I've taken a stance with some of these subcontractors, the ones that get hot and just yell and scream at you. I don't yell and scream back. I don't have to. It's my job, my rules, my house, my rules. When I'm in command, I'm going to command. I just very politely tell them, well, apparently you've been misinformed because this is actually what happened on the job. And I've been telling you for months that this was going to happen. So you shouldn't be surprised that it's happening. And then I hang up the phone, or I press the send button, and then I go, dickhead, something like that. Anyhow, here's what I'm, the crux of all of that. I have, turns out, if I do the math, on the operations side of my division, I am number 4 on the food chain. I'm lead superintendent. Above me is a director, a VP, and the president. Well, and then the board of directors, but whatever. And we're a pretty good sized company. So, you know, I'm in a position where my VP's out because he's got the virus. My director's running at about 50% right now. So I'm in that position John McClane is in. I don't want to do it, but who else is going to do it? There's nobody else to do it, so that's why I'm doing it. And I think the Great Spirit says that's what makes you that guy. And so those realizations kicking in, changing just like that, my whole shenanigans, baby. So I don't know. I sometimes I rant long enough where I think the videos might go long, and I apologize if this one has, but I need to tell you guys something. Sometimes you hear what you need to hear. Sometimes it lines up, and there's a thing called carpe diem, man. Seize the day. I am seizing this moment for my career, for my family, for the company I work for, and just not going to be the cowering little schoolgirl until the next time that I am. And who knows when that'll be. Boom, it could happen tomorrow. But I feel reinvigorated. So thank you guys for continuing to encourage me. Thank you for putting up with me, even though I do not respond to your comments like I used to. Kind of running out of time here and there. Not making excuses, just a reality. But yeah, it's different right now. And I feel much better about a whole lot of things. So anyway, thanks again for hanging out with me. And until I see you on my way home from work tomorrow, keep those ears open, because you never know when something bigger than you is going to speak to you.